It's me. Oh, what is this? Is it a Thargoid from Elite Dangerous or Elite? Seeing as I heard a rumor that the Thargoids may not make an appearance in the Elite Dangerous game on the forums, which has me a bit worried. I was looking forward to the famed insectoid race, more advanced than the human quotient, um, possibly responsible for our technological advances, but that's just a guess. Oh, just stress away. This is a bit uncomfortable. I can't bloody see. Oh, okay. That's better. Yes. Yes. These are 3D glasses, by the way. Thargoids. I mean, yes, Thargoids. Spacefaring spacefaring insectoid race. One of the many insectoid races mentioned in the original Elite and in Robert Holdstock's classic novella The Dark Wheel as well. If you've read that, let me see. Got it here. The Dark Wheel. Yeah, I've read it many times. A boy with stars in his eyes, shooting the rapids of heaven. The Order of Elite, a fighting quality far beyond courage, macho, and cool precision. At the moment, I'm actually installing the I think it's the combat trainer or whatever. I didn't read it properly. It's still got a. It's almost 2/3 of the way, and I figured in the meantime I don't know, just stuff around. Anyway, back to Thargoids. I might even let me see. What does it have to say? What do I know about Thargoids? They're an insectoid race, possibly in appearance very closely related to a praying mantis, but they're humanoid. They're like 8 or 9 feet tall, and they're very intelligent. Well, they're supposed to be advanced, technologically advanced, so I guess they're intelligent, and they can talk, maybe their own language, or they might use telepathy. Who knows? They may have translators. They may have used gadgets like translators and other stuff. Who knows? But they've never been encountered on a personal. They've never been personally encountered. That you only see their ships. They're 8-sided saucer-shaped they're sort of like saucer. Those flying saucers that sit there an octagonal shape with 8 sides, and they're large, and they hover in hyperspace, witch space, and ambush people, traders, combatants, bounty hunters, anyone flying through that they may deem worthy prey. And when that happens, you are thrown out of witch space, and you're surrounded by a few, possibly less than a dozen Thargoid ships, and they're remote control ships called Thargets or Thargons. They're smaller ships. I'm not sure how they look. I forget, but they're kind of well, you know the new ship called the Adder. They're kind of like those that sit there. They're remote controlled, and they use them as extra firepower. Um, yeah, so I don't think I've ever survived one of those ambushes. And no one's really ever met a Thargoid. But there are plenty of many different a myriad of races in the elite universe. There's like feline humanoids. There's possibly canine humanoids as well, and but avian humanoids, bird-like people. There's also slugs, sluggoids, just slugs, intelligent slugs, big slugs, sort of like Jabba the Hutt, I guess. And there's amphibioids, frog people. They're very common. They were common in Elite, double Elite, object-orientated Elite. The free game that you can download. I'll show you. Elite. I'll take off the silly 3D glasses. I don't need them. Everything's already there. Turn the is an open world space opera based on Elite. Oh, here it is. It's a bit different now. They've possibly upgraded the website. Just Google Oolite, OOLITE, and you'll find it. And the game is a free download. So far as to say, I've not ever been asked for money for playing it, and it's the first time I downloaded it, I couldn't handle the controls, which were mainly just the keyboard and mouse, which I've now got a decent grasp of after some practice and playing lots of Elite Dangerous using the keyboard and mouse. I can handle a game of Elite, but I have not got far in it. Yeah, it's still very tedious. I ended up borrowing 20,000 creds from the Black Monks when you visit their floating monastery. Which is an OXP that you need to install separately. There are many OXPs for Elite, which make the game that much more interesting and colourful. You can install graphic tile sets, graphic skins, like here for these ships. Otherwise, it would just be very bland, colourful but bland. You can also install the planets that really exist, planetary systems, and more colourful planets, and you can install upgrades for your ship that can be bought that seem more interesting than the norm. Let me see. here. Yeah, what was I thinking? Yeah, that you can also install things like floating billboards that flash with some interesting advertisements related to the world of Elite, and there's also comm stores. These big, they're smaller than a space station, but they're places where you can they're easy to get to. You don't have to travel to the planet to find them. You can usually find them at the entrance to each system once you've witch-based jumped to that system, and you might find them. They're not far. If you have the floating billboards installed, you'll find one as soon as you have reached that system after a jump, and not far from it you'll find the comm store. It's basically it's kind of like it's a smaller version of a space station, and it's covered in advertisement, flashing lights and advertisements advertising what they have to offer there. But once you get inside, it's the same dull computer screen. There's no, it's not like dangerous. This game predates it, but it's still kind of interesting. Many people have played the game, but I've dipped into it a couple of times, and it's the first, like I said before, the first time I played this, I didn't, I really didn't get into it. Although I was impressed with the the graphics overhaul, considering I've never played the sequel games, Frontier 2 and 3, Close Encounters, yeah, something like that, and oh, I'm lost. Actually, I could show you what I mean. I could show you what the consoles actually are if they have pictures of them. It's best to see them as they are. As my description, I just can't find the right words. What are they doing here? It's not working. It's very slow. I might have a picture here. See, there are many pictures of. You can also download different dashboards, more colourful, more detailed dashboards with and cockpit effects. Let's have a look at this one. You can download other space stations. You can also download the Lave pack. It's basically it has the Lave system, which is famous for being the system where you start playing Elite if you've ever played the classic version of the game, as well as Elite, where it has you starting in the same place as well in the Lave system. Except this time it's got the correct it's got the world as it was described, and with the correct amount of moons, and the Lave Academy, Space Academy, which is another floating space station that it's actually a cylinder with no back wall. It's just got a hole right through the center that you can fly through. You can also, and when you fly through the middle, you are given the option to dock or keep going, I think. Which reminds me of the fuel stations that you can go to, and there are two types that are floating out in the deeper space when you that you can top up your fuel at after jumping to another system, just in case you need to jump again quickly in an emergency. And one of them's like it's like a cylinder, that you fly into, and you fly through the center, and then you stop. You have to stop as your fuel scoop automatically engages, and then it will keep filling your tank depending on how much credits, if you have the credits to pay for it. Otherwise, they'll just tell you if you've reached your limit, and then you fly off, or you can fly off anyway. But it's all up to you. But it's just a cylinder. I'll find some more pictures. Oh, you can't even see that. I don't know what's. Yeah, it's not very good. Here's a Thargoid ship I described before. That's an interesting looking one. It's so the only Thargoid ships I've seen are they're all wireframe. This one's it's sort of like got green green lines all over it, and glowing lines, sort of like the Matrix, something out of the Matrix. There's another one above it. It's flipped. It's on its. That's its bottom, facing towards me. See how they're kind of like saucers. Except they're octagonal, and I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's a good picture. That must be from another a new OXP. I haven't encountered yet. I've installed the Griff, the set of Griff textures, if you know what they are. I'll show you the OXPs a little later if I have time, if I can be bothered. Yeah, that's what that's the basic cockpit graphics they have. There's some asteroids there, and I don't know what that says. Anyway, I'll go back. Yeah, in this game you're flying a Cobra Mark III. I think you can buy other ships too. Yeah. Just like Elite Dangerous in that respect. That's all the pictures I have. Expansion packs. See, that's all the expansion packs. They're the OXPs. I've never seen them displayed this way before. This is a new website. Explorers Club, I've bought that one. That tracks where you've been. It keeps a log of where you've been going to, of your trade routes and all that, and where you've flown, and you can look it up anytime you like. Tow bar, you can tow other ships. That anything you find. It looks kind of awful though. It's just a giant metal bar sticking out of the back of your ship, and if you're looking out the back through your rear view, it just kind of looks. It doesn't look like it belongs there. Aliens. What's this? I don't know what that means. What is this? Oh, look at these. He's got all. Oh, these are alien ships. Yeah. Yeah, they look kind of weird though. I've downloaded. I installed something like this. One of the best OXPs they did have was the I forget the name of it, but it basically added comms chatter when you flew towards a, when you were close to a space station. Within that zone, then you would suddenly hear comms chatter over your over the speakers, and it would also make the trading screens look. They'd add some graphical background that would be relevant to which which screen you were looking at when you were docked, including the trading, your navigation chart. I mean your map and your upgrades. You know, the store where you upgrade your ship, and the main screen you look at where you check your status and stuff like that. And they'd have a relevant background, and it'd be the writing would be all the font would be suited. They'd use some sort of space age font for the writing on the screen as well, and they'd also be playing this musical soundtrack that would suit it too. They also improved the tunnel sequence when you enter a station. That you'd be going through a tunnel where a door opened. You'd see some sort of door open in 4 parts, like in a lot of sci-fi movies. Except it this looks the same wherever you go. They use the same sequence even when you dock in inside an asteroid. So it's pretty good, but it's not that yeah, it's not that it's not it does need more work. There's also they also upgraded the witch space effect, and it actually looks very, very cool. So like this blue web-like pattern forms into a tunnel, and you're going through the tunnel, and it suddenly goes all pink, and then it goes. I could. Oh, let me see. I could actually show this. Yeah. Which space effect delete. Let me see. Come on. Just slow. Yeah, here it is. They might even give you. It's from the BGS OXP.
Hyperspace shutdown commenced.
Yeah, let's start it again. And that's the author of the OSP, the programmer.
Hyperspace shutdown commenced. Link established.
They also
Transfer of data is complete. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
nothing's happening here. Yeah, it's a bit slow. Yeah. See, they get this pattern. It's like and then it's pink, and then you're there. It actually looks more impressive when you use it yourself. That's a very bad example. I'll see if I can find it. But, oh,
Hyperspace countdown commenced. Link established. Transfer of data is complete.
this might be better.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Warning. Warning. Which space malfunction?
Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, it's like that. What's he being attacked by Thargoids?
Countermeasures. Hyperspace countdown commenced. Link established.
What did he say?
Hyperspace countdown commenced. Link established.
You've been attacked. You've been ambushed by Thargoids.
Missile locked. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And see, I've actually commented here about a year ago, so I actually watched this video before. Could you tell me if that's the only LXP you're using? I use the same one to get the better textures when docked and during the docking and with space sequence. I don't know if he answered me. No, he didn't answer me. I since worked it out. That LXP is it's giving you all the features that the other features I've already mentioned, like the comms chatter, the improved look of the docking screens when you've docked, you know, like trading, map, status, reading the news even. That's another LXP. You get the news, sort of like it's sort of like a cross between a newspaper and watching the news on television. You get sort of like writing on the screen, and there might be a video showing just something happening. I'm not sure if that's the same one. It also, as well as the enhanced with space sequence, it also gives your spaceship a voice, that female voice from the console. I think it's the console, just like it does in the Elite Dangerous game. It was obviously a good idea, so they used it as well. People liked it. I think you can change the you can get a different voice. The one I was using was called it was based on the voice of the computer from Space Odyssey 2001, except it was referred to as his sister. I forget the name of the voice, but it was the name of that computer voice